Hello there. Today is day 3 in Fairbanks, and today we plan on spending a full day tour on Dalton Highway to reach the Arctic Circle. We booked the tour with a viewing option, which means we will be staying out till very late and hopefully get a chance to view the northern lights from somewhere very close to the Arctic Circle. Fingers crossed. The Arctic Circle is the northernmost latitude at and beyond which the sun never rises on winter solstice or the shortest day of the year. And it does not set on the summer solstice or the longest day of the year. These are called polar night and midnight summer respectively. It's opposite in the southern hemisphere where there is Antarctic Circle, and the polar night and midnight summer are opposite to the Arctic Circle in terms of calendar dates. US is one of 8 countries that has some landmass in the Arctic Circle. For US, it is entirely in Alaska. There are many ways to travel to the Arctic Circle by road and by air. By road, it is a 6 to 7 hour drive from Fairbanks. Dalton Highway is a treacherous road, especially in winter where you can expect snow and ice covered roads, unpaved roads, very mountainous terrains, and areas with very strong wind gusts. Much of the road also does not have reliable cell service. Only 4x4 vehicles and experienced drivers should probably plan to drive during winter. And as far as I know, no car rental companies will allow you to take their vehicles on the highway during winter. So we took this group tour to feel safe and enjoy the rugged outdoors. The Trans-Alaskan pipeline runs along this route, crisscrossing the highway and going above and under the ground from place to place. Our first stop is at a section of the pipeline which is above ground. Here we learn a bit about the history and facts of the pipeline. The pipeline runs 800 miles from Prudhoe Bay in north to Valdez in the south. The sections above the ground are hoisted above ground to allow free movement of wildlife, and the pipes sit freely on the supports so they can move without snapping with any ground movements. Most of the traffic on this route is associated with the pipeline, including truckers and maintenance crew. Although more and more tourists like us are also visiting part of this route every year. About 30 minutes from there, we take our second pit stop at the starting point of Dalton Highway. For those who know ice road truckers, Dalton Highway is one of the roadways featured in that series, and while driving, we get to see a number of these truckers on their way. The scenery gradually starts to change from here onwards. More wilderness and more snow. Bitterly chilly even in the third week of March. Our third stop is at the Enchanted Forest, where the trees are almost fully covered in snow and look like tall snow-covered tombs. Our driver told that this is actually less snow and ice than a few weeks back when he was here on his last trip. I can only imagine how different it might have been, but the abandoned car covered in snow and ice by the side of the road is a testament of what can possibly go wrong driving here during the winters. Around 5 p.m. we stopped at this small restaurant besides the mighty Yukon River to grab our dinners. The lady running this place shared how the auroras that happened on our second night here was like to view from up here, which seemed even more gorgeous than what we saw from Fairbanks. Hope we get lucky tonight.
Looking straight up. It was just like an explosion, and it kept coming. It was just so incredible, and you hardly ever see the aurora over the bridge there.
The beautiful.
Yeah, you could over here.
Yeah, use it with beautiful.
Oh yeah.
The speciality of this place are all the handwritten notes from travelers like us capturing their thoughts and emotions in their native tongue. So I thought we should leave our small note here as well. There it goes. After dinner, we take a walk over the frozen Yukon River. It's bitterly cold, but the views and the knowledge that we are standing on solid frozen ice over the river is awe-inspiring.
River. Higher than first freeze. That's why you get the sound right here that's cracking. You can see on the piers right there how high it was when it first rose. Some sections of the Yukon River is very dynamic. You get jumbled ice, which are these huge shelves of ice, kind of like that, but you can see way higher. Continue to push up with these huge mountains of ice in the middle. You get up to 12 feet high.
Even our tour driver agreed to join us in our video in this beautiful location.
You can do whatever you want. I just wanted to show the whole 360-hour view of this one.
Yeah.
It started getting dark in the next leg before we finally reached the Arctic Circle, with the very last lights of the day fading on us.
Around the world, you just bring in living cruisers like that, and it's all on a truck, unload, and it has all your necessities in that little bit of an area.
Visually, there is nothing different other than the sign, but we did get a certificate to show off our folks back home that we were here.
Point to the north, you have at least one day during the summer where the sun never sets. You have the midnight sun, that being the summer solstice, June 21st, give or take a day or so. And you have at least one day where the sun never rises.
That pretty much concluded the day for us. Unfortunately, in spite of having a very positive forecast for strong auroras, it ended up being a no-show, which makes the point why northern lights are considered so elusive. While disappointed, we are still happy that we got to see the show for almost an entire night just a couple of days back. Nevertheless, this is an experience I'm sure we will remember for a very long time. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Until then, signing out.